This is Giovanni Sastori, and he might be one of the greatest sporting directors of all time, and let me tell you why. He started his footballing career in 1974 for AC Milan, after breaking through the youth team and starting for the first team. He went on to play 2 decades of top-tier football for notable clubs like Udinese, Sampdoria, Milan, Chievo Verona, and others. After retiring in the late 80s, he took on the role of becoming assistant manager for Chievo Verona, but that's not where the magic started. It all changed when the Campedelli family, the owners of Chievo Verona at the time, pushed Giovanni Sastori to become the sporting director in 1992. For the next 20 years, Luca Campedelli and Giovanni Sastori did nothing short of a miracle, bringing Chievo Verona from Serie C, Italian's third division, to Serie A, Italian's top division, and playing multiple times in European football. Sadly, in 2014, Giovanni Sastori decided to call it quits for Chievo Verona. He said what he had done was an amazing thing, but he needed some time for himself and move on. Well, only a month later, he went on to sign for Atalanta, and believe it or not, he pulled off another miracle. Getting an Atalanta team that was fighting in the relegation zone, to bringing them in the quarterfinals of the Champions League against PSG, and almost making a semifinals appearance if it wasn't for those stoppage time goals. He was able to do all of this by signing quality players and using his own method, where he says he didn't use any technology. He would go to games, see the players, and talk to them face to face. He managed to sign class players like Duvan Zapata, Dejan Kulusevski, and Papu Gomez. Other notable players are Franck Kessie, who became an insane player in Milan, Leonardo Spinazzola, who had one of the best Euros as a left back, and Josip Ilicic, which the streets will never forget. Although in 2022 he ended up leaving the club due to a dispute with head coach Gianpiero Gasperini, the team went on to do amazing things, and it was all thanks to the work that he had done behind the curtains. They went on to win the Europa League against an invincible Bayer Leverkusen. Lookman dropped a hat-trick, and many of those notable players that he had signed went on to perform great that season, and making a miracle. And just when you think he's finally retiring, he does it again. He signs for Bologna FC and does another miracle. Can you believe it? He brought a mid-table team like Bologna FC all the way to qualifying from Champions League football and making quality signings. And he signed on amazing players like Calafiori, Zirkzee, and brought on Thiago Motta as head coach, qualifying for the Champions League just last year. And guess what? They're going to do it again this year. And not just that. They have just qualified for the Coppa Italia final against AC Milan for the first time since the 1970s, and they might have a real chance at taking it home, which is amazing for a mid-table team in this day and age.